Confidence. You ever had stuff like your laptop stolen, stuff like I've described in videos, and the goal of going to graduate school for medicine and surgery and helping cure cancer, and kind of lost the emotional kind of neutrality and calm? And end up saying stuff socially and end up saying stuff verbally. Not everyone understands. Especially with the freedom restrictions of gesture and behavior and correct posture and the right tone of voice. I'm mildly autistic. I don't get why people talk to each other the way they do. I don't get why people do stuff with their body the way they do to talk with friends and talk in groups. They make me confused and I get disoriented, and so I make good friends. And I go to the library and learn about what I can do to not be sad and depressed and lonely and defeated. Mostly because I think there's more sadness and more depression with doing what the bully says, shut up. Doing what the activism and the politics describe as awareness, attention. There's just more emotions involved than what I really understand personally. I've never had the fear, I've never had the panic. I just worry about my body mostly. That's why I've always taken good care of myself. But with confidence, and especially here in Seattle, Washington, where everything has gotten social, and more social and more social and more social. And I moved here to be successful and not get caught up in some street racing gang from some cartel from Mexico or some gang from Phoenix. And made it pretty far so far. Graduating college and learning about Tibetan Buddhism and consciousness and meditation, and being okay right now during the coronavirus. I have good self-confidence because of the choices I've made to get to where I am now in a safe place during all of the chaos and all of the uncertainty with so many people losing their jobs. I just want to go to medical school. I just want to meet a pretty girl and go on a date. Mostly to shack up. Have a girlfriend. I haven't ever wanted to date online, and probably will never meet a girl because I don't want to date online. But these are, I think, good aspirations. But in order to accomplish these kinds of hopes and dreams, there has to be not only self-confidence, especially for someone who might be mildly autistic, but I think a deeper sense of passion. They call it vitality. Not because confidence, dressing well, being, clean shaven, or, you know, with a woman with her hair done all nice and neat, or whatever a woman does, or gender neutral person does, or whoever, whatever this does. Doesn't have the same force and energy as a social group, and the confidence with those folks and people. Almost like when you take one of those little ping pong balls and you take a steel ball bearing, and it could be a relationship game. You might throw that ping pong ball, make a joke, and then boom, boom, you get a steel ball bearing. Not out of anger or rage or hatred, but mostly out of fairness. Well, you throw boom, boom, so you get boom, 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 boom. Still boom, boom, just boom, 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 boom. So the confidence in groups will always be stronger and more powerful and more spectacular than self-confidence. And especially with intelligence and smartness and other brain descriptions like IQ. Brilliance, genius, all kinds of stuff. But with the vitality, with the passion, there's more energy and excitement to not get stuck in somebody's visual, somebody's bodily awareness. Who's not autistic, who's got 20,000 friends on Facebook and 4,000 followers on Twitter every time they post a piece of writing about the animal they saw in the park with the owner who didn't pick up the poop. And I've got to try to explain my process for psychological cognition to a graduate school on a video channel with no subscribers, nobody really cheering me on. All self-reliance. Whereas that person who's posting about the pooping animal in the park and all of the likes and all of the love and all the laughter, they don't need to work very hard. They've got tons of motivation. And a louder voice than me. So the tricky part doesn't necessarily have to do with the confidence. You can go lift weights, you can go save up $100,000 and never have to be worried about money. I can explain psychological cognition faster and faster and faster until someone finally goes, wow, how long did you spend on that? Goodness, I would have just went to the library and got a psychology book. And then went to UW and got a psychiatry book, but you're going to get thousands and thousands of neuroscience books to explain the brain, mind, and body? Nutrition, diet, whatever word says food for a person. Chow. Sustenance. Pizza. Not a good choice for vitality, though. I'd have to argue against that choice to be made. But the vitality and the passion from the nutrition, the food, and the diet, more so for those people who like to have some different choices and options. I have bone broth, some protein, sweet potato, yam, a little rice once in a while, some vegetables, lots of vegetables, a lot of fat. My hormones, normal, strong. My thinking clear and fast and precise. And my body, normal. Not too big, not too small. Warm in the winter. Ready to go run in the summer. And then confidence, vitality, and passion kind of mixed together, and then in the world, in what's described in the book I'm working on currently for my dissertation, Mind Society, and all the different ideologies, philosophies, and the different ways of thinking about how to organize and have a more civilized interaction in the public. With the nutrition involved, there's less reliance on visual, auditory, consciousness, awareness, attention, all of the different brain processes that take energy and they take away from thinking. And the simple, describable focus, concentration, quickness, and responsiveness from the body, brain, and mind. Not having to go get social confidence, not having to go get taco confidence, not having to go get weed confidence, not having to go get a snack confidence. Interacting with different humans, different cultures, different ethnicities, and really feeling up to date, making everybody feel good. Emotions. And the emotions are the same for the nutrition, confident, vitality, purpose, passionate, purposeful, passionate, brain, body, and mind in the world. Always ready to explain bone broth, always ready to be excited about health, and always ready to make new friends. But not with the intention of getting some sort of benefit. For the person's brain, body, and mind, or their brain and their body. To make them look tougher for the woman or the man, to make them more pretty for the man or the woman. And much more adaptable. And much more aware. I am that, not, I want to be that, I want to be that, I want to be that, I want to do that good, I want to do that good, I want to get better, I want to get better, I want to get better. And more of I am that, and then being that with that.